I didn't like the fella the first time I set eyes on him. Mr. Harty, the new PT teacher. He'd come from one of them posh schools in Heaton, where they wore uniforms with fancy badges on their pockets, daft little caps. You know the kind of school I mean? Where they'll play rugby, because they're no good at football. It was like an ice factory in that gym, while I had to stand there just in my shorts. When in walks Mr. Wonderful. He stood there, well-fed, hands on his hips, broad-shouldered, sun-tanned, perfect all-round athlete. Big-headed bugger. And before him, 4B, the scruffiest class in school. What's your name, boy? James, sir. James, where's your sandshoes? Haven't got any, sir. Look at the colour of your feet. Fearing the worst, I glanced down. I had took a shortcut to our old Sam's allotment, been awful wet. The clots had squelched through the holes in me boots. You're a disgrace to the school. And don't come back till you've washed your feet, you scruffle. I'd get even with him one of these days, promised myself as I headed red-faced in the direction of the washroom, his voice still ringing in me ears. The book was red. That's how it caught me eye. The name was foreign. I opened the worn, feisty smelling cover, and a faded yellow picture took me breath away. George Hackenschmidt, the Russian lion, the greatest wrestler the world had ever known. I'd never been so excited in all my life. Now, although Geordie, I couldn't keep calling him George Hackenschmidt, he died years ago. His spirit had lain hidden away in that old red book. He was everything I wanted to be, big, strong, invincible. His book was to change my life. All I had to do was read it. I'm sure I became possessed with Geordie's ghost. I could just see myself the Byker lion, the wrestling champion of the world. But, my God, I was half skinny. I looked like a skinned rabbit. I could count me ribs. We'd recently moved from old Byker to this house in St. Anthony's with a garden, and I made it my training ground. On the ends of a heavy wooden pole, I tied bricks. This was me barbell. On me mother's clothesline, I hung a punch ball, which I used to knock hell out of. I used to pretend it was me father. I even painted his face on it. I loved bashing that face on the ball. The training was not without mishap. Nearly choked in me chest expanders. And I almost killed myself with that homemade barbell. I fixed up a ring in the back garden with an old clothesline. After practicing all the moves from the book in front of the mirror, it was now time to try them out for real. I needed someone, anyone, to get the grips with. O'Brien was my first reluctant opponent. I was gentle as I could be with our kid, but it always ended in tears. O'Brien running up the garden path, bubbling his eyes out, and me mother running down to have a go at me. Even though I needed bigger and stronger opponents, I always ran for it. She'd bloody kill me. At school, I became the terror of the yard, putting bullies on their backs in seconds. They all walked with a limp. Aye, I ruled that schoolyard. I still hated PT. Today, boys, I'm going to show you the fundamentals of wrestling. I couldn't believe me ears. I was champion of my old college. You, and you. Smith, over here. White, come here. He'd left me till last, sly sod, to make a fool of us. He's loving every minute of it. James! funny feeling came over us, like I was possessed. I really believe George Hackenschmidt had taken over my soul. We came to grips, his muscular arms wrapped around me back, my skinny arms around his. A hidden power came through us, the likes of which I'd never felt before. Gritting me teeth, I gave one almighty heave. Up and out where he went. All the kids gave out a cheer. Mr. Hardy jumped up to his feet, full of hell. When he seen my ugly mug grinning from ear to ear, that made him even worse. He couldn't wait for revenge. I knew I had him rattled, and just for one split second, he relaxed his grip. I went down on one knee and drove him into the mat. You should have seen the look on his face with me standing over him, mucky feet and baggy shorts. I gave him a helping hand to get back to his feet, expecting a tongue lashing, but he was a far better man than I'd ever given him credit for. He gave me a good honest smile, then he shook me hand. Well done, lad. I'd become a bit of a hero. All the kids wanted to know me as I walked home from school that day. And didn't you hit Warbrian anymore? Bloody kill you. She's an awful dirty fighter, me ma. I bet you could have taught George Hackenschmidt a thing or two. I lay on me bed going through the events of the day in me mind, and it all seemed like a dream. I felt like a world champion, the Byker lion. Aye, that was me, afraid of no one. Wait, except war old lady. From that day on, I had a whole different outlook on life. Mr. Hardy, he wasn't such a bad fella when you got to know him. He was the only fella ever to teach me anything about life. Wait, apart from Geordie Hackenschmidt and his little red book.